Ensure that the NFC reader is switched on and that you have an internet connection. Download and install the Thinq app from the App Store or Play Store. Open the Thinq app. Creating a new site project. Press Create New Site to create a new site project. The checkmark for Secured Site must be unchecked. You only use this if you want the entire site to be encrypted after the project has been delivered. Then enter the site name or project name. Next, enter the group name, for example, Showroom. Under Devices, you will see the fixtures or sensors that are connected. By clicking on the eye icon, you can activate the lamp or sensor, causing the fixture to flash. With a standalone sensor, the red light on the sensor will flash. Once you have added all fixtures and sensors to the group, you must close with Done. The app will then create the group and the site. This may take a while, as a backup of the programming is immediately made in the cloud. Would you like to create another group? Then follow the same steps by pressing New Group. To adjust the group settings, click on the group and go to Sensor Control. Check whether the automatic sensor control is set to Enable. The default setting sets the sensor control to a maximum level of 100% with a duration of 15 minutes. This is followed by a mid-level of 25% with a duration of 5 minutes, after which the fixture reaches a minimum level of 0% and the light goes out. You can set these as you see fit. When you are in this preview mode, you can immediately see what the settings are for each level. Save each setting by clicking on Apply Changes. Then click on Go back to Exit Preview mode. The lights will then turn on at the maximum level you have set. If you want to apply a wall switch, you can click on the group setting by clicking on the group, select the option Wall Switches and then click on Add Wall Switch. Using the NFC reader on your phone, you can now read the wall switch by placing the phone on the wall switch. Once it has read the NFC chip, hold the phone on the wall switch until it displays Wall Switch Detected and Wall Switch Installed. You can then set the functions for each button. So with 4 buttons, you can program 4 functions. For example, On, Dim Up, Dim Down, Forced Off until room is unoccupied, and so on. With a duration of 5 minutes, after which the fixture reaches a minimum level of 0% and the light goes out. For the site settings, click on the button next to Create New Group. The gray minus sign indicates you can link one wall switch per group, and you can also link one wall switch to the site. By clicking on you can also create a label and link one wall switch to it, and then link this label to a group. To do this, go to Configure Labels in the site settings and click on Add Label. Think of a name, for example, Wall Switch, and choose a color for the label. Then go back to Configure Labels and click on the wall switch symbol to go through the steps of pairing via NFC again. Via the group settings, by clicking on the group, you can select labels to link the label to the group. And by clicking on the green plus sign, it will also be linked. If the sensor is not working properly, you can go back to the group settings and sensor control to turn the automatic sensor control function on or off. The app will then resend the programming to the nodes. To add fixtures and sensors to the group, click on the group and then on Group Settings, after which the option Add or Remove Devices will appear. Here you can add or remove the so-called nodes. The gray minus sign indicates that the light is in the group. Clicking on the eye icon will cause the node to flash again. By clicking on the green plus sign, you can add the emergency light back to the group. By clicking on the Ungrouped Only field, you will only see which nodes have not yet been included in a group. A useful option for seeing whether there are any fixtures or sensors that have not been included in a group can be found under Check Installation by clicking on the Identify Ungrouped Devices button. All lights that are not in a group will then flash as long as the button is on. The programming is stored in the cloud. When an installer goes to the programmed project and starts up the app, the site will be visible with the Start screen. You can also secure the site with a password in the site settings. You can do this by clicking on the Lock Site button.